Good day, I'm Lorraine Mendez and this is your JIS News for Tuesday, October 31. The governing Jamaica Labour Party will soon control a marginally higher majority in the House of Representatives after yesterday's by-election in 3 constituencies. Preliminary results from the Electoral Office of Jamaica EOJ show the JLP candidate in Southeast St. Mary, Dr. Norman Dunn, winning the seat, which was won by the People's National Party candidate in the last general election. It was left vacant after Member of Parliament, the late Dr. Winston Green, died in August of this year. Meanwhile, former opposition senators Mark Golding and Angela Brown-Burke will be taking their seats in the lower house after claiming victory in the St. Andrews Southwest and St. Andrews South by-elections. These by-elections became necessary after former Finance Minister Dr. Omar Davies and former Prime Minister and PNP President Portia Simpson-Miller retired from representational politics this year. Once the EOJ's preliminary count is confirmed, it's expected that the governing Jamaica Labour Party will now have 33 constituency seats in Parliament to the People's National Party's 30 seats. It's one more than the JLP controlled after the February 2016 general elections. The highest voter turnout in yesterday's by-elections was in the St. Mary Southeastern constituency, where 52.3% of registered voters cast their ballots up to 3 p.m. The Electoral Office reported a 21.7% voter turnout in St. Andrews Southwestern and 25.5% in St. Andrews Southern. In other news, the Kingston Public and Spanish Town hospitals are expected to get new elevators in short order. The Ministry of Health will be signing contracts tomorrow to replace elevators at the 2 institutions. The elevator replacements are being financed by grants from the National Health Fund at a total cost of $25.5 million. The work will be undertaken by Jamaica Electrical and Mechanical Engineers Limited. In other health news, Portfolio Minister Dr. Christopher Tufton has announced that an assessment of the island's healthcare infrastructure will be undertaken over the next 6 months. This is in keeping with health infrastructure development and upgrading being undertaken by the government in order to better align the provision of healthcare services with the needs of the population.
And what we're going to do basically over the next 6 months or so is to look at the healthcare infrastructure generally in the country, juxtapose that against the population and the health profile, and determine within those institutions what needs to be added in terms of specialist care, additional beds, additional operating theatre. While we're doing that, we're looking at expertise that needs to come on board over time, nurses, doctors, etc.
Dr. Tufton was speaking at the recent handover of a biodigester septic tank built at the Noel Holmes Hospital by the Scientific Research Council. The National Health Fund provided more than $40 million for the wastewater treatment system as well as the renovation of the hospital's general and maternity wards and the Hanover Health Department offices located on the premises. National Youth Month activities have been expanded with the addition of several new initiatives. Among them, a day of voluntary service targeting early childhood institutions. The island's youth clubs will also be revitalized through the provision of 55 grants under a program called Charge Up. And Youth State Minister Floyd Green says through a socially aware tour, the island's young people will get useful tips on how to use social media responsibly.
So we're looking at a stronger values and attitude program, right? We're looking at more deans of discipline, right? We're looking at a comprehensive safety and security model that speaks about personal upliftment, self-belief, because oftentimes bullying comes from a deficiency in the bullying and trying to find another outlet. And as such, we have to speak self-belief, we have to preach self-belief.
Minister Green was speaking at the recent media launch of National Youth Month, which is being celebrated in November under the theme Substance Over Hype. Youth Month 2017 will also feature a Twitter and Facebook town hall, a Vision 2030 event, Free Voice Youth Perspective Forum, and a sports competition. Youth ambassadors will be installed on November 23. National Youth Council elections will be held on November 25, and the National Youth Parliament will be held on November 27. Youth Month activities will cap on December 3 with the Prime Minister's Youth Awards for Excellence. And finally, the 3rd International Conference on Technical and Vocational Education and Training, TVET, will be held next month in Montego Bay. The Joint Committee for Tertiary Education, JCTE, is collaborating with the Ministry of Education to host the conference from November 29 to December 1 at the Holiday Inn Resort. Conference chair and the JCTE's senior marketing and business development consultant, Jacqueline Knight Campbell, says the event will bring together individuals and organizations that are collaborating to develop the education sector.
It's a leadership conference which helps to educate, brainstorm, and provide the platform for building awareness on the readiness, the activities, and the international exposure and exchange of what is happening in education.
Ms. Knight Campbell was speaking at a recent JIS think tank. Persons are being invited to present research papers at the TVET conference. These should be submitted to the JCTE by Thursday, November 9. And that's it for JIS News today. I'm Lorraine Mendez. Thanks for watching.